Hey, Jeannie Lynch, welcome back to my channel. So excited to share one of my favorite beautiful spiritual practices with you today on my channel. And this is for everyone. So it is part of the Buddhist Theravada tradition, but please don't click out because you're not a Buddhist, because that's not what this is. This is the love and kindness practice. It has a nice little side of meditation that you will be doing today. And it's for anyone who needs to show themselves a little bit more self love. It's also for someone who's intending and wanting more compassion out to the world. And certainly for anybody who might be in a little bit of conflict with somebody that is causing a little suffering within. So, if any of that or all of that sounds like you, this is the practice for you. So please stay listening, stay watching, stay podcasting. That fun, interactive meditation and healing practice is coming up next. Hey, thanks for staying clicked in. So excited that you're open to sharing this beautiful, my favorite spiritual practice with you today, the love and kindness practice of Metta. And I featured this meditation on my channel a couple times, but in order to get the best out of today's beautiful practice, I think I'm going to ask you to bring some mindfulness to a couple questions before we begin. And I don't want you really spending a lot of time and pausing the video and writing out notes in your journal. It's not that. I want you to just to, the first thing that kind of comes to mind, I want you to go with it so we can really dive into this work today and a better understanding of how this practice will benefit you. And this is my go-to practice. This is what if I was writing scripts for people at a doctor's office, this would be the script pad that I would just have written out so I could just hand it out to people. Okay. So here's some questions I want you to bring some mindfulness for. Are you ready? First question is, what is something in your life right now that you feel needs compassion towards you? Something that you think you're being a little hard on yourself about, and you wish that you were a little kinder to yourself. So I'll give you an example. Maybe you have a whole bunch of these to-do list going and you keep putting it off. And so you're beating yourself up that you're procrastinating. That would be something you could show yourself a little more love and kindness. And the next question is, bring to mind somebody that you know, but you don't know well. So maybe it's the person in the grocery store. Maybe it's a coworker who you see at the water cooler and you're not even sure what their name is. It's just someone that passes your day, but little to significance into your life. Okay. So just bring that person's name or that vision of that person into your mind's eye as we move on. And then the next question is, who is somebody that you love just so easy? And what I mean by that is when I say to you, who do you love? You quickly think of your dog, or you quickly think to the person that you're in a relationship with, and that person is right there and beautiful surrounding your heart. Okay. Somebody that is so easy to love in the sense that there's no conflict and it's just only love around you. Easy love, right? So bring up that person right here and into your heart. And then the next one's going to be a little difficult. So stay with me. This is all to benefit you in this practice. Can you bring some mindfulness to somebody right now that I said, hey, are you in conflict with anybody? This person would show up pretty quick. It might be someone you had a fight with a couple weeks ago, or you disagreed on something and you're still carrying that weight and that suffering along with you. Or it could be something that happened years ago. You haven't forgiven your ex-husband or that person who did wrong by you. You'll never forgive them. Okay. It could be something horrific that had happened. Again, don't think about this a lot. Who's that person that you're potentially in conflict with that could use a little compassion? And then the last thing, the last question that I want you to bring some mindfulness to, and this will help everybody and out to the world, is what does the world need right now? If the world needed more love and kindness and compassion, what is something that would heal the state of the world right now from your view. So that is the next part of this. It's so that you benefit from the work that we're about to do and my explaining the teachings of the love and kindness, beautiful practice of metta. Okay, so now that you have that, here's what we're going to do next. I'm going to pull up a beautiful slide and I am going to go into the detail of what love and kindness is in the Theravada tradition. And I'm going to teach you a little bit more about this beautiful practice before we dive into a deeper concept. And you're going to do some work and you're even going to do a meditation. So hang on. Here we go. Metta often translates as loving kindness or benevolence. It is a fundamental concept and practice in Buddhism, particularly in the Theravada tradition. It involves cultivating a sincere and boundless sense of love, goodwill, and compassion towards oneself and all living beings, without discrimination or exception. The practice of metta is typically developed through a meditation practice. Practitioners often begin directing metta, love and kindness, towards themselves first, wishing themselves well-being and happiness and freedom from all suffering. This self-directed metta is essential because it lays the foundation for extending love and kindness out to others. Once the practitioner establishes a sense of metta towards themselves, they gradually, through practice, can extend it outwards in a systematic manner. They may direct metta towards loved ones, towards their friends, towards acquaintances, neutral individuals, and yes, even those difficult people. Actually, especially those difficult people, and eventually all sentient beings. The goal here is to break down the barriers of prejudice and bias and animosity, and to foster an attitude of universal goodwill. This practice of metta is not merely about generating positive feelings. It's also about developing empathy and understanding towards self and towards others. It encourages individuals to recognize the interconnectedness, I love that word, of all beings and respond to life's challenges with kindness and compassion. Ultimately, the cultivation of metta is seen as a transformational practice, which is why we call it a practice, that leads to a greater inner peace and harmony in all relationships and compassion for society. It aligns with the broader Buddhist teachings on the importance of cultivating wholesome qualities and wholesome thoughts of the mind and the heart. And this will absolutely alleviate all suffering and to promote genuine happiness for oneself and out to others. Let's do a sample 5-minute video of the metta practice. It's coming up next. The practice of metta, this is going to be a real quick one. But remember in the beginning of this video, I asked you to call up what you need for compassion. I asked you to remember somebody you don't know, an acquaintance. I asked you to bring to mind someone you love easy, and then someone you are in conflict with, and then what does the world need? So now that you have that all within you, we're going to go back into a very short sample of the love and kindness meditation so you can start your beautiful day. And I assure you, this is your go-to one. Please do this for the next 5 days, especially if you're in conflict. And if the conflict doesn't resolve itself by the end of 5 days, well, I'm going to give up doing these videos because my work is done here. But I know it will because it works. Okay, let's get into this beautiful metta practice today together. It's coming up next. Let's begin our loving kindness, our metta practice today. So to begin, please find a comfortable position, either sitting or lying down, where you can relax and just be at ease. Let's take a few deep breaths together, allowing your body and your mind to settle into this present moment. Bring attention to yourself, acknowledging your presence and your inherent worthiness of love and kindness. Repeat silently or out loud, "May I be well. May I be peaceful. May I be happy. And may I be loved." Allow these phrases to resonate within you, feeling a sense of warmth and compassion enveloping your entire being. Now bring to mind an acquaintance or someone you know casually. It could be a neighbor or a coworker or someone you see regularly, but you never really deeply interact with them. Direct the faces towards this acquaintance with the words and the phrases. Repeat after me or say out to yourself, "May you be well. May you be peaceful. May you be happy. And may you be loved." Visualize this person receiving your love and kindness and experiencing a sense of well-being and contentment. Next, I want you to think of someone you love deeply. Bring that person to mind, and let's repeat the same beautiful phrases. May you be well. May you be peaceful. May you be happy. And may you be loved. Visualize the person you love receiving your love and kindness and experiencing the sense of well-being and contentment again. Next, I want you to think of a friend who you may have had conflict or tension with recently. Reflect on the friendship you share and your desired outcome of reconciliation and even peace. Offer the phrases of metta towards this friend. May you be well. May you be peaceful. May you be happy. And may you be loved. Visualize any barriers or misunderstandings between you and your friend dissolving in this moment with these phrases, replaced by understanding and even harmony. Finally, let's expand the love and kindness to include all beings without exception. This is your intention out to the world. Envision the entire world bathed in the light of compassion and even goodwill. And also call to mind that one word that we asked in the beginning of this video. The world needs. And repeat these phrases for all beings. May all beings be well. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be happy. And may all beings be loved. Take a few moments to bask in the feeling of all this love and kindness, and allow it to radiate outwards. And when you're ready, gently bring your awareness back to this present moment where we began. And notice for a second any shifts in your mood or perspective after practicing the beautiful spiritual practice of metta. And when you're ready, gradually open your eyes, stretch your body, and carry this intention of love and kindness with you as you continue your beautiful day. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Come back to me now. Do you just feel calm? Are you happy? Are you well? Are you peaceful? Are you loved? I sure am. I so appreciate you doing this with me today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you put this in as part of your daily practice. And I hope the teaching of why we do it is so lines up with you as much as it has me. And share this video with somebody who could use it. I wouldn't go sending it to the person you're in conflict with, but certainly know that at the end of this little period where you do resolve your issues, it might be something they might be open to too. So, in closing, may you be well, may you be peaceful, may you be happy, and may you be loved. See you next video.